Has anybody here read the Silmarillion in its entirety?
No.
Yeah, I knew you had. Have you, Emma?
No.
Ben?
No.
Cameron?
I've read most of it, I think.
You're not allowed to lie, Cameron. Why should I read the Silmarillion?
You should read the Silmarillion because it's essentially a condensed version of the entire history of Middle-earth.
Okay.
Most of the little references you get throughout the Lord of the Rings, especially the book, but also actually in a lot of the audio-visual content. Especially, okay, quick tangent, Rings of Power got a lot of hate and shtick, but
Yes,
little
I'm
details
one of
in it are
those
so
hating
researched.
on it.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. I mean, they've been releasing the concept art and right, the background of one scene, they've got a sword and they've emblazoned on the design of the sword basically little reliefs of the story of Beren and Luthien, which is first captured in the Silmarillion. So it's this epic mythological saga trying to go up against Norse mythology and Greek mythology and Roman mythology, so the whole history of the universe in Tolkien style. And especially as a Catholic podcast, and I'm y'all's resident Protestant, but I think
We're still happy to have you, Justin.
Thank you so much. I think a lot of the clearest Catholic paradigms are left for the Silmarillion.
Right.
Just because of the way Tolkien can take thousands and thousands of years in history and kind of lay it up against, yes, his mythology, but also his creed. It can't help but seep in there, especially as he was writing so much of it towards the latter part of his life, and he started caring a little less about his hatred for allegory, and just letting things flow. For example, and this is one for folks to take away from home, so I don't keep rambling too long.
Please keep
Nienna is one of the Valar, one of the queens of the Valar, the angelic kind of figures of Tolkien's mythology under Eru Ilúvatar the One God. We spoke a little about that in the first podcast.
Sure.
She has a main attribute of pity. And she's called the Lady of Tears. And I can't help but hear the Lady of Tears and think of Our Lady of
Sorrows, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And her influence on the creation and the rejuvenation of the celestial lights, the two trees of Valinor, Laurelin and Telperion, and then the sun and the moon. Huge thing. I've just been reading the history of Middle-earth, so it's fresh in my head, which is an earlier version of all that. Anyway.
That's awesome. Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, if you're enjoying the content, be sure to like, subscribe, and go back and watch the full-length video. We talk a lot more about this. We get into some other stuff. I think you'll love it. Thanks.